She has to tell you about that when she gets up in it.
All right, all right. I'll definitely ask about that one.
17104.com. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. No, when all the blue skies were boys who used the wind that blows from the north, the south, and east. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. No, oil wasted on the oceans and up on our seas. Fish full of mercury. No,
Mercy, mercy me. Jason Benefield.
Woo!
Where you been,
Yeah.
man?
Oh man, it's been a lot of weeks, hasn't it?
It has. Many moons have passed. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, most
It's
definitely.
good to see you.
Yeah, you too, for sure, for sure.
But
It's good to be back.
it's good to be seen and not viewed, isn't it?
Right, that's right. I've been hearing that a lot lately. I've been hearing that line a lot.
It's
Yeah,
good to
yeah,
be seen and not viewed. Yes, yes. I've been
absolutely.
missing you. I've been missing doing this on Mondays. My Mondays just haven't been right. I
I
don't know
get
what
you. I
I don't know what to do with myself.
get you. I totally understand. And it was very difficult, like to even like reach out to you to let you know about, I've been now working with the youth in the schools with the poetry, and it's like, but yet this right here is so much solace, so much fun. And it's like, man, this is what I need more of right
I hear
here.
you.
This you and me,
I hear
you and
you.
me. Yes,
That's right.
yes.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. So how's it going? How's the poetry going? How's that working?
Oh, it's going very well. It's amazing what happens when you touch the hearts of the young people
Right.
in a way that allows them to show and express their creativity
Yes.
and the gleam in their eye once they either memorize a poem and then present it properly, and then they get like a rousing applause, and then all of a sudden the smile on their face or the excitement in their hearts,
Yes.
and it just
Yes.
opens up another neural pathway in their brain, because now
Yes.
they have something that they can remember and go back to, and so that way they know that they have another way of being,
Oh, you
and they're
are
not
living the
subjected.
dream.
Right now I am.
You are
Right now I
living the
am.
dream.
Yeah.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Are you kidding me? Yet
I'm
another
not in
mustard
a hurry
seed.
to grow up, but I want to be like you.
Mm, thank you.
I'm in no hurry here. Take your time. Just take your time. Wow. So I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And
Thank you.
it's important to share that with our young people, you know.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
really important. They need that. And especially with everything that's going on. The weather is getting red. Well, the weather's changing. I don't know if it's changing there. Well, do you guys have all four seasons in Los Angeles?
No.
So
We
which
have
seasons?
we have we have very sunny but cool, or maybe
Okay.
cold, depending on how you feel. Then you have
Okay.
sunny and hot, and then you have sunny and cool again, and then you have like rain, and then it starts all over again. So our winter is a rainy season.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our
Yeah.
winter.
Does it at least come at the right time? Like
I
is it when
mean,
it's supposed to be there?
when it's supposed to be there.
Is it like the
Well,
right
like
time?
I I mean, I'm used to having rain during the summer, like in Buffalo, like it's like that warm rain. here it's that cold rain, like if it's raining
Yeah,
during the winter in Buffalo,
right.
you know, with the snow and everything. So you know how that is
I know
already.
how that is. Yes,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly
So,
how that is. Well,
but it's just
here in
crazy.
Harrisburg, it's kind of the same. Um, but like any day, you can have any season any day, and it could be like they're not in order, and you could actually have all of the seasons in one day. You
Mhm.
can have that too. So you really don't know. It's no rhyme or reason is all I'm trying to say.
I
No
hear
rhyme.
you.
Yeah, no rhyme or reason. So
You are
listen,
heard.
I was home. I went to South, not Buffalo home, but South Carolina home this
Okay.
weekend. One of my uncles passed away.
Oh,
And so
condolences.
thank you. And
Hmm.
I'll say this about that. It was an amazing homegoing service. So
They
Uncle
always
had,
good for some reason when it comes to Black
yeah,
folk. Our
yeah,
homegoing
well,
services are awesome.
yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think well because it's a little different. It's a celebration.
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
celebration followed by a party.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and the person ain't really gone if somebody don't break out a deck of cards.
Right. 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 Right during the repast. You know, after you
Right.
get the
Yeah.
chicken, you gotta play the
Yeah.
spades or the big
Spades.
whist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Something has to
Right.
happen.
Right.
So absolutely. So it was kind of one of those things, but it was really nice. But he has five sons, and his youngest son preached his homily,
Mm,
which I think is amazing.
mm.
Amazing. So let me first say, before I go on to tell you what I was going to tell you,
Yes.
let me first say hello to Danietta Najoli. Danietta.
Hey.
Chris Camouflage Williams. That was Chris Camouflage
Yeah, yeah,
Williams.
yeah, that was definitely him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got my people mixed up. Yeah, so um, and Randy Massey. I know Mom is on. Randy Massey, Rock Hill, South Carolina. So I was in Rock
Yeah.
Hill with my family. It was a wonderful, wonderful homegoing service. It was really good, and of course, I love family, and so just to be around my cousins, and cousins always take you back to, they take you back. But
Yeah.
I was driving home. It was like 2 o'clock this morning, right? And I heard this song, and I know that you always think that I got jokes, right?
Okay.
But this is really a song, and I
Okay.
want you to look it up. But I wanted you to hear the lyrics because I almost wanted to like turn around and go back so I could play it again while I was driving. But it's called One-Eyed Man by Irene Reed. Have you heard it?
No.
I know you think that I always got a joke, but this is a real song. It's called One-Eyed Man. And I thank you, Danietta. So it's called The One-Eyed Man. It's by Irene Reed. And this is what she says. She said, if you see my one-eyed man, please send him home. You see, I haven't had a peaceful night since my one-eyed man's been gone. When I had that one-eyed man, I didn't know just what I had. I used to treat him so mean. I used to treat him oh so bad. I used to pick a fight just to see that one-eyed man cry. Girl, I used to think it was so funny to see him crying out one eye. Don't laugh. Then she said, one thing I can say about him, that one-eyed man sure looked out for me. He didn't believe nothing he heard and only half of what he could see. But one day, my one-eyed man went and found him a one-legged girl. Now, I don't think that's really funny because that thing rocked my world. I don't get mad, I get even, and I'm too mean to cry. So I caught the two of them together and I closed his other eye. That girl swung that crutch at me, and she was about 6 feet tall. So I reached and got my 2x4. Now she ain't got no legs at all. Now everybody's wondering about what the two of them are gonna do to me. Well, I'm not worried. I said, I'm not worried. because she can run and he can't see. Now, my friends keep wondering about what the two of them are going to do to me. Oh, but I'm not worried. I said that I'm not worried. I'm not worried because she can't run and he can't see. Honest, it's a real song. You got to Google it. I bet you that we could put this back on. Chris, Minister Chris put one eye up. It's a real song. We could make this hit Billboard again.
Yeah.
One-Eyed Man by Irene Reed. It is really a song. And I was listening to it and I was like, oh my goodness. You're welcome.
What
You're
year?
welcome.
What year did this come out?
Well, based on the way it sounds, I'm just gonna say, I'm
my
just gonna say
God.
it's been a minute. And when you hear it, you could imagine her. Let's see.
Is this a country song or is this like
it's more like a
blues?
A blues song. It's more like a blues song.
Oh Lord.
Let's see. One-Eyed Man is a second studio album. No, that's not it. I guess I gotta say One-Eyed Man by Irene Reed.
Oh man.
Watch,
I am
you'll be singing this.
not only am I going to be singing it, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to print it out and I'm going to memorize it.
I think you should.
Because that's going to be the greatest way to open up any open mic.
Yes.
Any open mic.
Any open mic, you're right.
It's somebody going to always try to top that one.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. That's it. And before you say it, you know how they walk up to the mic and they're quiet there for a moment, and then you're like, and then start. Now I'm a little concerned about this because it says it came out in 1997, but I promise you, well, maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong, but it says 1997. Maybe that was the remix of it, because when you
somebody redid it.
They had to, because when you is she still living? She's okay. So this will give you an idea.
Oh, the One-Eyed Man or Irene? Wait, she looks familiar. Irene. Is she not an actress?
Irene Reed? I don't know.
She looks a little familiar.
Let's see. But at any rate.
Yes.
At any rate.
Yes. I'm all for it. And you know what though? I don't doubt that this song was written back in 1997. I don't doubt this song was written at all, because there's been a whole lot of stuff that you can find on YouTube that has a video and you're like, who, where, and why? Okay. And that's one of those songs. Who,
yeah, you're
where,
right. You're right.
Like that hell no to the no.
You're right. And they could be of the same, or are probably of the same. So you're right.
Absolutely.
You have a point.
Part of the same party, part of the same label.
Yeah, well, could be the same person, just saying. I don't know how I do it. I just do it.
You just do it.
So let's get Minister Chris. Can we have, because we got a lot to talk about. Minister Chris, can we have the Family Feud? Okay. Name a sign that people disobey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Top 6 answers on the board. For those of you that are watching, all you have to do is type in your answer. If you get it wrong, you get a red buzzer. Get it right, you get a blue buzzer. Top 6 answers are on the board. Name a sign that people disobey. You can type your answer in, and as we're
Speed limit.
talking, I will call them out. All right, Jason with speed limit. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5.
I'll take it.
Chris Thomas said stop sign. That is the number 1. Now, you know, stop sign is the number 1 answer. However, see, I have a problem with that because
Okay.
depending on where you are,
Yeah.
stop sign has a different meaning. It does. It has a different meaning because like in Philadelphia, they have the Philly pause. You don't really just come to a complete stop. You just
Okay.
sort of, and then keep going.
Okay.
But
Okay.
in some places, like you stop and you allow inertia to kick in and you
Right.
sit for a moment and you
Right.
contemplate life's meaning and then you go.
Right.
And then some people, which really bothers me, they stop at speed bumps. It's not a stop sign, it's a speed
Oh.
bump. Why would you
No,
do that?
they stop at yield signs.
They stop at yield signs, yes. And that clearly a yield sign that says yield, not stop.
Not stop. Right.
Not stop. So yeah,
The speed bumps, I get it. Did I tell you that Buffalo now has speed bumps in their
yes,
city streets?
yes. Straight
Crazy.
foolishness. Straight foolishness.
Crazy.
But you know, they won't last long. Give it another winter. The plows are going to tear them up.
I hope so. I hope so. Because
The
they
plows are gonna
redid the
tear 'em up.
streets and they put the speed bumps up.
They got the speed bump right before the pothole. So that, so that you slow down.
Yeah.
Before you hit the pothole in slow motion. Oh, good one, Byron. That was a good one. You got them.
Get down, Brown.
Yeah,
My
you got
God.
them. You got them.
Mm.
Anywho. So, how's your? I had like a million things. So let's start with this. Happy Pride Month. To
Yeah,
those that are
absolutely. Happy
celebrating
Pride
Happy
Month.
Pride Month.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep,
And
absolutely.
while we're on Happy Pride Month, though, let us not forget that this is also Juneteenth,
Yes.
a
Yes.
national holiday. And
Yes.
so let me pull out my quick Juneteenth facts because some people don't realize that it is
Right.
in fact a holiday that
Now it's a holiday. It just
it's always
turned
been.
into a holiday last year.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
always been a holiday
For
Um,
us.
for us.
For
Yeah.
us. Yes.
Yeah, just the rest of the country just came along. So it was
Yeah.
actually June 2021. So this is the second year.
Okay. Okay.
And Washington President Biden signed legislation on Thursday to make Juneteenth a federal holiday, enshrining June 19th as the national day to commemorate the end of slavery in the United States, saying all Americans can feel the power of this day and learn from our history. Mr. Biden said at a ceremony at the White House, noting that it was the first national holiday established since Martin Luther King's birthday in 1983.
Wow.
So that's
we
almost
just
40
creeping
years,
along, huh?
right? Martin Luther
Yeah.
King, so 83
83.
to
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah, it'd be like 40
40
years.
years.
Yeah.
Wow. He said
Yeah.
signing the law was one of the greatest honors he will have as president. The law went into effect immediately, making Friday the first federal Juneteenth holiday. Public schools were closed on a moment's notice. The Federal Office of Personnel Management announced that most federal employees would observe the holiday on Friday since June 19th falls on a Saturday this year. So it went all through. NASDAQ stayed open, but we'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
So it says the Senate rushed the measure through with no debate this week after clearing away a longstanding Republican objection, and the House approved it on Wednesday by a vote of 415 to 14, with all of the opposition coming from the GOP. Well, we are
course.
surprised.
Yeah. No, not at all. Not these people.
Yeah, we are really shocked. So, Minister Chris, I sent you the Juneteenth flag. And they didn't really call me and ask me about this.
I don't know if they called and asked anybody. Let's see how
Have
it
you
looks.
seen it?
No, because if you have qualms about it, I trust your judgment and I want to see
Thank
it. Yeah, I do. I trust your judgment. Let's see what they got. Oh,
I just, I have some problems with it. I don't know who decorated it, who designed it, because that's sort of like a Shazam or a Kabam star, like pow. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then the red is fine, but we typically like red, black, and green, and we were fine with that.
And I was just thinking that these colors are the American flag colors. They are not the colors that we symbolize for our own solidarity as a people in this country.
Right. So I'm just curious, what was the process of making the pride flag, Everybody seemed to be happy with that flag, and it fits the purpose.
Yeah,
it fits
it
what
fit.
it is, right?
Yeah.
So who decided that that was our flag? And are we stuck with that flag? Because I mean, let me just say this does not reflect management or the opinions, is my own personal opinion. But let me just say that I don't have flags.
Okay,
I would like a flag that I could be proud of.
Right.
That represents me.
Right.
That's for me and about me. Right.
Right.
So I guess if I were gay, then I would carry the pride flag, right?
Right. Right.
It doesn't mean that you can't carry any other flag, but if I were, that would be my flag.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I totally get it.
So I still don't have a flag is what I want to say.
Yeah,
I mean, like I want a flag that goes on like a lapel pin. I want to put it on my car. I want people to not even see me, but see my flag and know who I am.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, as I look at that, I'm thinking of the first thing I thought of was a superhero.
That's what I was going to say. Now,
that was my first thought.
We are superheroes, so I see what you did there. But that's not the flag I want.
No, absolutely not. No.
Because, like, you know, we don't tell everybody of our superheroisness. Like, I'm not saying that I'm Wonder Woman, but I will say that no one has ever seen the two of us in the room at the same time.
Right. That's true. That's true. That's so true.
So I had some facts, some things that you might not know. For some reason, and I haven't figured out why, but strawberry soda pop was once a popular drink associated with celebrating this day.
Okay, the only time I knew about strawberry soda pop was Faygo.
Right.
That was the only time. So and that's the only one that makes it up until Dr. Pepper right now.
Well, now because even Sprite has a limeade, which is technically a strawberry lemonade, and it says on the bottle to celebrate hip hop. Sprite it's like, if I can find it, I'll send it. Once again, this is us off of topic, but because we got nothing better to do. And so I want to know, like, since when did it's Sprite limonade, and see if it.
Now, if we say a cherry limeade, I can probably get with that being the hip hop soda. But if you just saying just limeade itself, that is, I mean, it's good, but I wouldn't deem that to be hip hop's.
I want it.
Huh?
No, I'm pulling it up. I'm going to send it to.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to send it to
Minister
Minister Chris. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I see what they did there, but I guess the question is, did we ask for that?
I mean, did we ask for grape to be our suggested hood flavor? Did we ask
Grape
for
what?
that? Grape Kool-Aid.
No, it's
grape
never
soda.
been grape Kool-Aid. It's always
grape
been
soda.
red Kool-Aid.
Red, always red. Okay.
And I think the red Kool-Aid was, I almost took your card for that, man. I think that the red Kool-Aid probably came from the strawberry soda pop. Like, that's why we stuck with the red Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but the red Kool-Aid. Okay, so you have two different kinds of red Kool-Aid. You have the cherry and the fruit punch. Which one?
Just red.
Because
Just,
that does not help. But okay,
just red. Like, did
just
anybody
red. That doesn't
listening,
matter.
did the red, like, did people say what flavor? Just red. Like they say, oh, you want some Kool-Aid? Hey, yo, you want some Kool-Aid? Yeah, what kind? Red. You just automatically knew which ones. So now we can't get on here acting like we didn't know what flavor red was. Danietta said, yeah, I'm not a fan of the Juneteenth flag either. Not sure who was at the table on that decision.
Yeah.
Did you hear of the time when Walmart tried to trademark the word Juneteenth on an ice cream? It was promptly
What?
protested and removed. Yes, they tried that. Walmart tried to have Juneteenth ice cream. And I was like, well, what? First of all, who told them to do that? Second of all, what flavors do you put? And if it's not red, black, and green, once again, here we go. You can't just walk around. Just, they did that because of Patti LaBelle. They wanted to jump on something
Oh,
before
okay.
Patti did. Yes, Danietta, I do remember that. So, Minister Chris, if you can show the Sprite drink. So it says Sprite Lemonade Legacy, celebrating
Oh
50 years
Lord.
of hip hop. When did so Sprite just made themselves our drink?
Well, I mean, if you really look at it, right? Sprite is the official soda of the NBA. And like 90% of the NBA is African or men of African descent, men and women actually of African descent. Oh, anyway,
Yeah,
so
I got it.
and then you get and so right now, well, maybe because you see Drake on a lot of those commercials.
Drake is not synonymous with hip hop.
Drake is hip hop right now.
When did
Drake is
something new
Drake is
happen?
considered hip hop right now. What do you mean? He's always been. He's always
Who?
been
Drake
like the
from
top.
Canada?
Drake from Canada here in America, racking American coins as being synonymous with hip hop. There's a couple of other folks too. Lord,
New people. They're celebrating 50 years. So you mean new people? New hip hop. Ratchet, maybe?
yeah, Ratchet. Yes, I
I
know
don't
you say
I
I know
don't
you
think
say 50 years. I know you're saying
you're
50
breaking.
years,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is that it started with Drake, and now they're trying to go over and to get and capitalize on the others as well. On top of that,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
We
saying.
should not buy into that. They should speak to the Black delegation, to the spokespersons before they take it upon themselves to make themselves our drink, because it would not be Sprite. Now,
Mm,
depending on where you're from, because if you're from Buffalo, it would be Loganberry.
yes, absolutely.
See?
Loganberry is the best. Faux
Yes,
show.
it
Yes,
would be Loganberry. So
yes,
then,
yes.
what's the what's that cherry drink in South Carolina? Uh, I don't like it at all, but it's some kind of cherry drink. But anyway, it's almost like root beer and cherry. It's not Dr. Pepper though, but it's awful. Danietta said black ice cream, laugh out loud. Danietta, it could happen. If you want to have Juneteenth ice cream, it's got to be red, black, and green. So it's going to
But
be
what's the flavor
strawberry,
for the
mint,
black?
and coffee. Coffee,
Coffee,
coffee ice cream.
strawberry, mint, and coffee.
It would taste like something that Taft would create, because he goes, like when we go to Cold Stone, he mixes the nastiest flavors. Like at the ice cream place here, there's a flavor called tea berry, and it's pink.
Okay, okay.
Honest to God, they made ice cream out of Pepto-Bismol. It's Pepto-Bismol ice cream. And I don't know if he really liked it or if he just ate it because I told him it was nasty. And I was like, you don't even know what you're getting. It doesn't taste good. So he was like, no, this is good. And I was like, well, it will help the lactose intolerance. So Pepto-Bismol ice cream. I'm just saying.
If you have
Uh,
upset stomach,
yeah,
indigestion.
just Pepto Tea-berry ice cream. If you're ever looking for it, there you go. Let me go ahead and give us these fun facts. Uh, Juneteenth is the oldest known holiday that commemorates the end of slavery in the U.S. I would venture to say it's the only holiday that commemorates the end of slavery in the U.S.
Yeah, yeah. Because
So,
don't nobody redo the Civil War.
so I don't,
Nobody celebrates that.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know any other holiday, but anyway, they said it's the oldest known holiday. I'm going to cross that out. I'll call New York Times and let them know about this. It's
Right.
the only known
It's the
holiday.
only. Yeah.
Yeah, only. They just mixed the words up.
Yeah.
Juneteenth is the title of a book by author Ralph Ellison. Huh. Other books by Carolyn Meyer and Anne Rinaldi also center around the day. Didn't know that. Some cities
Mm.
and groups have missed Juneteenth contests. Back on Buffalo again. Buffalo, New York has the nation's second largest Juneteenth celebration and the
Really?
longest running. Yes, the longest
Yeah, because
running.
we do it all
Last
weekend.
year, right? Last year was the 40th consecutive year. They'd been doing it for several years, but last year
Mm,
was the 40th consecutive year that they've
mm.
been doing it. And then last year, I think it was either last year or the year before, the Juneteenth headquarters, the building collapsed there on Moselle and Genesee.
Oh wow.
The roof,
Okay.
the facade on the roof collapsed.
Wow.
Like
Wow.
remember when that happened at Bellamy's liquor store on
Yeah.
Fair? Yeah,
Yeah.
that over there. Just y'all
Yeah.
don't know what we're talking
Well,
about, but
they don't know. They don't know the kind of weather that these roofs endure in
yeah,
Buffalo, and that
yeah.
they don't make these roofs to last because the weather is going to be what's going to make them leak and collapse and all that. I don't know. People are not thinking. I don't think people are thinking.
I agree with you, but you caught me there. So the
Okay.
plural of roof is roofs.
I think it is roofs. It
It
sounded
sounds
good.
good.
It sounded good.
It sounds good, but I don't I don't think that that's I think it's roofs.
The two youths.
You-
So I said
it's
roofs.
roofs. That's like if you have two men named Rufus, do you call them Rufi? Like, I mean, are you like the Rufuses? So
The Rufuses.
the Rufuses,
The Rufuses.
get some
Yeah.
red Kool-Aid for the Rufuses, please.
Yeah.
So anywho, um, Danietta said it's a geography thing. Absolutely, it is a
Yeah.
geography thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, so I wanted to make sure we said happy Pride Month to all of our friends, family, and
Absolutely.
neighbors who are celebrating Pride Month. But I wanted to also make sure that we said happy Juneteenth
Yeah.
to the world that is celebrating Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Interestingly, let me see, how does that work? I was going to say, but I guess that doesn't work. I was going to say that everybody can celebrate. Well, everybody can celebrate Pride Month too, so that's not going to work. But at
Right.
any rate, we should all be celebrating Juneteenth. And
Well,
I
this
will
year,
be,
June
yeah.
19th is on a Monday.
I believe that Juneteenth is always that Monday. Well, the day that we have off is that Monday, is that Monday after that Juneteenth weekend. So whenever they would do Juneteenth, whenever they would do Juneteenth, like in Buffalo kind of thing,
Yeah. Okay.
then that's when they would do it, I guess.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
guess. So I think it'll
I,
be cool.
yeah. Yeah. I last year we went to the Hollywood Bowl because we thought, because of all the hoopla about it being a national holiday, we thought that we were going to just a live event
Mm-hmm.
supporting Juneteenth, right?
Right.
And it wound up being televised. So
Okay.
but here's my issue though. I didn't know all of those people was going to be there performing. I was only expecting a few folks like Robert Glasper and the Roots and Jill Scott. I
Okay.
didn't expect it to be a spectacle like it was. So I don't feel like I got my money's worth
Hmm.
because some of the people that showed up, I really didn't want to see.
You didn't want to see.
I did not want to see, no.
Hmm. Did you talk to them? Did you go back and tell them about themselves?
Yeah, I tried to get backstage, but the security was real tight, and I didn't want to cause no ruckus because everybody was there celebrating, having a good time, and so I just said, okay, but I know they can hear me back there while I'm talking, and my
And you know
frustration,
your voice, your
my
voice,
voice
yes.
carried
And then when
exactly,
you
it
flare your
carried.
nose up, yeah,
Yeah,
they know.
nose and eyes.
So I have one last thing. So you know the whole Crocs movement, right? You know the Crocs shoes with the holes in
Oh
them.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I bought some Crocs and I bought some Juneteenth things, you know, the little things that you put inside your shoes, right?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I got there's maybe 20 of them. And so I
Okay,
clicked on the Juneteenth and I went back to make sure when I got them and when I got what I got, I went back, you
yeah.
know. So I got some stuff like I don't know if you can really see it, but I think that's supposed to be a white lady head. I mean a black lady's head with the Africa maybe.
Yeah,
Okay, so we'll take that.
yeah.
Then there was
But why she has a ponytail though? Our hair is not really that straight unless we put a hot comb to it.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know, but we'll take it. Then
okay,
this Black Lives Matter,
okay. That's nice.
okay, take that, right? So there's
Yeah,
a couple of things like that. But um I think this is LeBron James.
yeah. They look like Bron. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, I clicked on Juneteenth. Um, I don't know. Is this Nipsey Hussle?
Yes. That's Nipsey Hussle.
I'm proud of
Looking like Dick
myself for
Gregory.
knowing that. Right. That was my second
Right.
guess. So then I guess who's number 24 for the Lakers?
I don't know if that's Kobe.
I thought he was 23.
Was he 23?
Because wasn't
He was
Michael Jordan
23 and 8.
23?
He was 23 and 8. Okay.
I don't know.
So then 24 would probably be King James.
Okay, well, so then I'm really mad because look what else came in there.
Is that an elf?
I don't know. I mean, the ears look, I don't know.
What
I don't
is
know.
that? Okay,
That's
now
in
see, I
I
be
think this is Biggie.
yeah, that's definitely big. Yeah.
But then why do I
Oh,
need
that could be Faith Evans.
to get canceled? You go back. You are real silly. Okay. Or Little Kim
Oh, right now, Lil Kim
right
now.
now.
Yeah,
Now,
Lil
yeah.
Kim now. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's the one. I don't know, like why?
Oh, that is so racist.
And that's what I'm saying. So then, speaking of racist, I mean, and a couple that were pretty good. Black Excellence.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's
I
nice.
won't put any of these on my shoe. Actually, I will send them all back. Because I don't. I mean, I like some of them, Queen.
Oh,
I
that's
like them,
nice.
but the
That's
fact
fair.
that there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here that does not represent us. But speaking of which, I said before that I was in South Carolina, so I was coming back right, right, right before I actually heard the One-Eyed Man song. I have a favorite truck stop that I go to, and it's called Apple Orchard Creek, or Apple Creek Orchard. It's
Okay.
on I-81, exit
Okay.
205. Very clean, very nice. It has a little shop in there. I bought like my iPad cover in there, like
Okay.
very nice, right? So they got, you know how the big thing is these signs that you hang up, little mantras.
Okay.
So I saw one. Minister Chris, Minister Chris is ready too.
He's right on it, huh?
Well, aren't you just a little ray of pitch black?
Oh Lord,
What does that mean?
aren't you just a little ray of pitch black? Oh man, you have to really be kidding me right now about that.
I mean,
There's
so now it's a country store kind of thing. It's in Virginia.
so it's almost like
Um,
that should have been in Cracker Barrel, huh?
it would remind you of Cracker Barrel, yes. So, um, well, so is that like if I have that, like to me, pitch black is a beautiful thing.
Absolutely,
Pitch black is a
absolutely,
wonderful thing. You know, they
absolutely.
say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
For
Not
sure.
all of y'all will get that right now, but I'm
Well,
just
yeah,
saying.
but I don't know. I ain't that. I don't
But
know how. I'm kind of tart. I mean, I might be tart.
I can't with you right. I can't with you. I'm just I'm just saying with your heart. So I'm just saying that so if I had that on my desk, right, it could apply to some people. But Minister Chris brought up a good point that you would not say like to our counterparts, well, aren't you just a breath of lily white? Like,
Right,
because then it would be
right.
offensive, right?
No, you know what? Hold that thought
Okay, I'm
about
listening.
offensive, right?
Yes.
Because when I first heard the term cracker, I thought they had something. But then
Hmm.
it seems like it doesn't even phase them when when a person says it.
When they call them a cracker,
Yeah, it doesn't phase them. It doesn't seem like it phase them.
it shouldn't. You know why where cracker came from? From because the master would crack the whip, so he was a cracker.
Oh hell.
Yeah, I just messed you up, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. See, and now see, man.
So we should not.
No,
We should not
no,
call.
no.
They should not be called. I don't. I don't know.
He has a tear. First he had a wow, now he has a tear.
Yeah.
You,
So
you
that's
getting me with
where.
that, Minister Chris?
So that's where cracker came from.
So it had nothing to do with the saltine. This whole time, I'm thinking it had to do with the saltine. Now you telling me. Cause see, right now I'm kind of miffed, and now I'm really kind of upset because now it just makes total complete sense why they just sit there and be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not really even anything that's negative. It's almost like a term of endearment for them.
Sure. Sure. But they would not call each other that because then that would now be an admission. That would be an admission to something else. So
Right, because they don't want to
no,
admit that even
no,
happened.
no.
Right.
But I don't think that because I wouldn't call them that.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't call anybody that, but
Well,
it
no,
is,
of course not.
yeah, but it's not, I don't think that they have a word that is reserved just for them. Like we have a word that whether you like it or not, it's still our word
Yeah.
and you can't use it. Everybody can't use it.
Right.
You know, you shouldn't even try it at home. You should
Right.
just not let it slip. Because if you let it
Right.
slip from your, like sort of like a tree that falls in the woods, you think it doesn't make noise. But if you let that word slip from your mouth when nobody's there, we hear it.
Ears, their
Oh
ears
yeah.
are perked up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you want to try it out? Yes, I wouldn't advise anyone to try it out. Danietta said that the white lady looks like Rosie. Is that the Riveter?
Yeah, Rosie
Rosie?
Riveter. Yeah.
Who's that?
Uh-huh. That's the one with the muscle with the bandana
Oh,
on.
okay, yes. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought, but I didn't want to believe that because why would you put that in a Juneteenth? Um, why would you put, why would you put any of that in there? You know, I thought she was going to say Rosie Perez and we had a better chance of it being Rosie Mookie. Hey, speaking of which, speaking of which, two things I've been wanting to ask you.
Oh Lord.
Two things I've
Oh
been wanting to
God.
ask you. What do you think about the remake of them remaking White Men
I'm
Can't
not
Jump?
I'm not gonna watch it.
Not watching it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm taking a survey, so that's one, not watching it.
Nope.
Why not? Why aren't you watching it?
First of all, the first one was a classic and there was a reason for it at the time when it came out.
Okay.
And now things are different because now the NBA is going across the pond to get them tall cats. You know what I'm saying? And so like it has no meaning anymore
Yeah, now they
like it
got
did
Dirk
back then.
Nowitzki. Yeah.
Yeah. And the cat
Who,
that's
by the
playing
way,
for
married an African
Denver right
woman.
now. Huh?
Who,
Yes,
by
he
the way,
did.
married an African woman.
Yes, he did.
Dirk.
Absolutely. Right on.
Yeah. He
And you got
knows.
the go ahead.
I was gonna say something not right. Go ahead.
Okay. I guess God stopped you, huh? Yes.
Thank you,
So
Lord.
I mean, the brother in you have Paul Gasol, you have his brother Mark, and then you have the guy in Denver right now playing. I think it's Jokovic or something or Dragic or something. It's something, but
Yeah.
because I don't watch Denver, so
Okay.
but
Well,
yeah,
we
so
were in trouble. We were in trouble when they found Yao Ming. I don't know where
oh
they got
man,
him from. Where they
absolutely.
got him from.
But Shaq made sure he didn't last in the NBA. So
He didn't. He didn't.
Shaq took
Shaq
care of
was
that.
like, I'm not. Yeah, that's my man. That's my man. I'm definitely a Shaq fan.
Me
Anywho,
too. Hey,
okay.
did you watch this HBO show?
No, I didn't. Guess I'm not a
Watch the
relationship.
HBO documentary. He did this all on his own.
Okay.
Yeah, from beginning to end. And he even talked about his relationship with Shawnee.
Have you seen her lately?
I have been following her because I'm still kind of upset with her, but I
Why are you
have been
upset with
following
her?
her because I just think that the way everything was handled was just such a huge mess with somebody of Shaq's caliber.
Well, that's
But I
my
mean,
fault. I should have put a stop to that early on in the relationship. And I shouldn't have allowed that to happen. But I was just giving him a chance to find himself. And he just went too far. That's all. I'm sorry.
I believe you. I believe you. And I wish I had known sooner so I can get me an autographed jersey. Thank you kindly.
Well, I got you.
You
Don't
know, you
worry.
could have
I got
you
you.
could have you could have hooked up a brother with an autographed jersey for
You. We
Shaq.
got plenty of them back at the house. I got
All
you.
right, cool. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
But I have been following Miss Henderson and
Yes.
she's doing big things in the church, with Pastor Henderson. So, you know, I mean, I can't knock her. I mean, she has the know-how, she has the skills, and she's bringing more people to the flock, to his flock. So,
That was very well said, very grammatically correct, with a whole bunch of undertones. That was really good. You know what? That was good. I see what you put down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So, you know, amen. We'll start there. You
I already
know,
know. I already know there's a butt coming. So where's the
there's
butt?
no but. There's no but. I'm just saying, which technically means but. I'm just saying. So you were the basketball housewife that kept up all this stuff for ratings, had them fighting and carrying on, doing all this stuff. She was the producer and
Yeah,
the problem,
right.
and she was the one that sort of scripted it, but she was the one that kept the chaos going.
Yeah. And Evelyn did not disappoint each time.
No, no,
Ev did not disappoint.
no. But now they're all starting to look a little older. They look a little like Tammy, was it Tammy Roman?
Oh,
Tammy?
yeah, Tammy. Oh my
She
Lord.
looks,
Man. It's almost like she just kept her finger down her throat. It's
she
like,
looks a little bit like Jasmine Guy, but we wasn't talking about that. We weren't talking about that. That's not where we were going with this. Yes, she looks like she has a permanent question. Like anytime you see her, you be like, you wanted to ask a question? Did you want to say something? Are you confused? You're not sure?
Ma'am, I see you want to say something, but just wait. Just wait. We'll get to you. We'll get to you. Trust me.
Got a secret to tell? Like, what's going on? You know something. Okay, act it out. 2 words. Sounds like first syllable. I'm just saying. So, okay. So I don't know. Once again, totally off topic. We've gone left already. But I saw Shawnee, and she First Lady
Yes.
Henderson.
First
And
Lady
perhaps
Henderson.
there should have, I don't know if there's a First Lady training, if there's a school for First Ladies. I don't know. I'm just gonna write that down. First
He's
Lady.
patient. He is very patient. And it must be really something that he really likes about her. Because I saw some videos where he had to like shut down before she continued to talk.
Oh, wow.
Because he was just like, okay, let's bring this back over here to the spiritual, or let's bring, let's
Well,
talk
just
about, and
because
he
you
had to keep
marry,
bringing it back.
yes, just because you marry a minister, to me, I don't know, because I've never experienced this. I'm just saying what I think with my limited thinking. But it doesn't mean that you are instantly ready for that spotlight, and especially a mega church minister. So now all of a sudden they got this talk show where they're giving relationship advice. She's the first lady. I personally, being who I am, I would have a hard time with that, and I don't mean to judge. I really don't mean to judge, but like, let me see you get ready. Let me see, even Esther, she was Hadassah first before she was Esther. She went through a purification period, right?
Yeah.
So I just feel like she was with Shaq last week, then she was on TV, now she's with him, and she's the first lady. I don't know. Let me
I agree with you about how fast all of that went. I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Because I was still stuck on the drama between her and Shaq.
Yes.
Then to see her and to still, I had to do some really deep inside work dealing with her, because just seeing her on TV just made me cringe.
Yeah. I had to do deep inside work too.
Yeah, I did. Like, no joke.
She would have been like that one-legged woman and the one-eyed man, the way she treated my man. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate that at all. She can't run and he can't see. I'm just okay. So let's go back to the original question.
Oh,
so
Lord.
We're not watching The New White Men Can't Jump.
Right. Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about the remake of The Color Purple? Did we talk about this?
No, we did not.
I'm still mad. I'm still upset about it, I think.
You're upset about it. I'm willing.
You're willing? You won't go see White Men Can't Jump?
I won't see White Men Can't Jump. I will not watch Hulu. I will not watch that on Hulu. Yet, I will probably check out The New Color Purple. I want to see if they got deeper into the story like the first movie didn't.
No, they didn't. It's the movie. So? They took a perfectly good movie.
Yes.
And said, let's just change the people, but do it over. You're telling the same story. Why wouldn't they make it now the color lavender? Or why couldn't they do like the sequel, The Color Purple 2? Or, you know what I mean?
Could you do The Color Purple 2? I mean, the whole point of the story is the relationship.
They could call it Mr. Still Mr. Done. Mr. Still Mr. Like, because she said Paul, not Paul. Now Mr. Still Mr. I think I'm on a roll tonight. Let me write this down.
Right there.
For tomorrow. She goes to bed early. in her hyperbaric chamber. She goes to bed.
Not hyperbaric. Oh Lord. Oh my God. That's
I'm just saying.
hilarious.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I do not think that I can watch The Color Purple Part 2. It's
Part
a
2.
classic. It was already good.
It was good. Yeah.
And
It was
I'm not
good.
a big Fantasia fan.
No, you don't like Kick Your Heels Off Tasia
Well,
with
that
the
somebody
screechy
already,
scream?
right, somebody already has that role. So I need her to give them back their identity. Yeah.
But she has the
So
screechy scream, and she
I
has
love
the
her
sweating,
singing. Yeah,
and she has
that's
the
too much.
pastors when she
Yeah.
talks.
And then yeah, I know I got a whole bunch of issues, but I don't like her voice. It's annoying to me. Daddy, we gonna sing a song like this. You're right. I shared. Like, why can't you just say it? I shared, we gonna sing it just like this. I gotta get it all in. We've not been on for 3 weeks. I've been holding this stuff in, Jason. I gotta get it. I gotta get it all. I gotta get it all out. So that next week we can go back to acting right and we can stay on script next week.
Is there such a thing?
No, there is
Such
not.
a
But
thing?
one of these weeks we're gonna get it. We're gonna be like, we did it. We did it. So no, I don't think that they should have remade that. And there was actually, what people don't know is there was a sequel to the book. It was called
Okay.
Possessing the Secrets of Joy by Alice
Okay.
Walker. So after The Color Purple, and interestingly, she did the Three Wives of Grange Copeland, and then she did
Okay.
The Color Purple. She said in an interview, she said that she thought The Three Wives of Grange Copeland was an excellent story. She was like really proud of that. She was
Yeah.
really tired and she did The Color Purple. She said she thought The Color Purple was her B work and The Grange Copeland was her A work. She was really surprised when they took her Color Purple. And then she did The Temple of My Familiar while The Color Purple was being made. Awful book.
Okay.
Difficult to read. I don't even want to tell you, but 1 minute they're floating down a river with all these feathers, and the next thing you know, it's a bird in a can. Honest to God, I bought the book 3 times. I read it finally. Awful book. It wasn't like Toni Morrison can be hard to read because you've got to really pay attention. It wasn't like that. It was like, what's going on? So I think she put the same effort in this that she thought she put in The Color Purple, and it didn't turn out good.
But Toni Morrison has more movies.
Yes. Well, Toni Morrison is a better writer.
Okay.
I said it. I put it out there. I said
You
it.
did. You said it.
Toni
It's
Morrison
out there. It
However,
can't be taken back.
Remember, Oprah took one of Toni Morrison's books, Beloved.
Yes.
And Danny Glover were in it, where Danny Glover did the naked scene. That will be forever burned in my memory. And that was like on his 60th birthday or something that he did that scene.
Oh God. I'm trying to think of that scene when she says,
well, aren't you a ray of pitch black? See how that works?
oh shucks. Oh my God.
I should be able to stop myself. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead. You were saying.
Oh, I was just trying to say the line. I couldn't remember it because I used to know it.
From which one?
From Beloved.
Oh.
I can't remember. Shucks. It was like, say my name, something like that.
Oh my God. I know what you're talking about. You are real silly. I know what you're talking about. It was when she was trying to get Danny Glover to sleep with her.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Oh,
think that Oprah should have left that alone.
oh,
Some
that
things
that
you
that
just
was a
can't touch.
that was hard. That was hard to watch because I didn't I didn't totally understand it until I like looked at it again. I was like, oh, I think I got it.
Yeah. The book is, well, I say this all the time. To me, the book is always better. I have yet to see a movie where the movie was better than the book. The book
Yeah,
is always better.
that's what I
So
keep hearing.
yeah, Toni Morrison, I don't think, I mean, some of like, okay, her movies are translatable, but I just think like, say, for example, the Song of Solomon. It's certain things that I don't think that you can do visually that you do with words.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's the point I'm making. Yes, that's the point I'm
Mhm.
making. And
That's the
as a
point you're
writer,
making?
that's what you want. I mean, unless you're a screenplay, a screenplay writer or something like that. But
Mhm. Mhm.
so I want my stories, I want them to be in words because that's what I love. I love the words. But
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oprah, if you want to make a movie out of one of my stories, I don't mind.
So you don't think Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man translated well from the book to the film? Because
What was
to me it
Steve?
didn't.
It was Steve Harvey.
Yeah, but still,
I
it did
mean,
not translate to what he was really trying to get across in those
I
books.
think that the book was really supposed to be informative, and it was supposed
Yes.
to be a lesson, and it
Yes.
was supposed to be relationship advice. And I
Yes.
think the movie was entertainment and a comedy, just by virtue of the people that were in the movie. So it did not, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Sometimes you tell a story and there's a message, but if you act it out, people lose the message and they don't get the message. So I think that, no, I don't think that, I think the book was better in that case as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but I think every book, I think The Grinch That Stole Christmas is better as a book than a movie. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. The
Hmm.
book is better. It's always
Okay.
better. The book is always better. Always. Trust me on that one. Always better. So I'll see, but I will not be watching The Color Purple, and I will be standing outside of movie theaters. Like, put that back.
You gonna be picketing? Are you gonna be
Yes.
picketing outside the
Yes,
movie
I will
theaters?
be a one-woman picket team because apparently everybody else is going to watch it. I'll wait till it comes on TV.
Yeah. You can't say you were gonna wait till it come out on video or DVD anymore. You gotta
You're
say you
right,
gotta wait till it's
right.
streaming.
Yeah.
I gotta
And
wait till
just
it's
because
streaming.
I'm protesting, I will watch it with the person that gets up on the screen and goes to get their popcorn and comes back. I'm going to watch it that way. I don't even want a clear copy of it. I want to watch it that way.
Will they ever have that available ever again?
What's
Because that
that?
seems like going to be bootleg DVDs.
No, but you can watch bootleg streaming.
Oh, that's true. You can.
You can still
That
get
is true.
a terrible
Yeah.
copy of a
Picture.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want poor if you want a poor copy of a movie, like a movie that you really shouldn't be watching anyway, you
Yeah.
can find it. It's out there. There's
Yeah.
one where like you only see this part of the screen,
Yeah.
because the person trying or the person has the glasses on that record. So they do the glasses so that they can watch the movie. So you just really or where they do their head like that to avoid seeing the person go get the popcorn. So they do that and then they go back and look at it. Yes. Yes, absolutely. So listen, we are pretty much out of time.
All
Uh,
right.
let me finish the Family Feud. Name a sign that people disobey. Number 1 was stop. Number 2 was yield. I guess we could count that because we did talk about the yield sign.
Yeah.
The other one is number 3 is do not enter.
Really?
4 is no littering.
Yeah.
5 was speed limit, and 6 was no smoking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say 7. The 7th sign is Virgo. People do not obey the Virgo sign, and they need to get that together. At any rate, Jason A. Benefield, really quick, do you have anything coming up?
Yeah. So, and I told Minister Chris I'll be creating a flyer for it, but coming up later this month, I will be starting a weekly open mic spoken word event at a vegan restaurant in South Central. So, it's going to be at Baba's Vegan Cafe, and it's called Veg Out Your Mind, and it's a spoken word and open mic for about maybe like an hour, hour and a half.
Okay.
In South Central LA. So I'm really excited about that.
All right, I'll have to check you out. We have coming up this weekend the Writers Workshop. We will be having our writers retreat at the Elizabethtown College, the Bowers Writers House. I think it's the Bowers Writers House. I believe it's starting at 11 a.m. and I'll be posting information on that. We are getting ready to start our second anthology with the Nathaniel Gaston's Writers Workshop. Well, there you go, the Writers Retreat. Man, that minister is on it. So it's open to all writers, poet, gold medalists in the performance arts category of the NAA AXO competition, open to all students in the TRUE program. It's Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Bowers Writers House at Elizabethtown College. Reverend Nate Gadsden's information is there. And we have a ball every time we go. Some of my best poems were written during that retreat. Also going on this week is the Southern Fried Poetry Slam. So Fried is going on in Knoxville. Wish I was there, but to my slam teams and my slam people, knock them out the box. Tell them what they want, Frank. So listen, if you have an idea for a show, the person that you want to see is Minister Chris Thomas at The Voice 17104 and The Voice TV. We know that we're here in Harrisburg, but this is an international venue. Look, that man is so cool.
Isn't he dapper? Isn't he dapper?
Yes,
Look at
all
that dapper
the time.
man.
Yes. So, Brian, let's say hello to Brian King, Prolific Hickman. Brian was on fire this weekend. I was out of town, but Brian was doing art and then he lit it on fire. Brian, I'm following you. I'm following you. And then he lit it on fire and the art was there. You guys have got to go to Brian's page to see that man. That man is amazing. Brian, you got to come back on soon. We need you. And also, I still need to talk to you about my book cover because I don't want a book cover. I'm going to just sell pieces of paper if I don't get my book cover done by you. So we will talk about that.
Ooh,
listen.
Speaking of books, my book is available on Amazon.
Yes.
Why did I forget to say that?
We're gonna work on that. What's the title of the book?
The Essential Pain and Peace of Life, the Journey of Unfolding Consciousness. The Essential Pain and Peace of Life, the Journey of Unfolding Consciousness.
Okay. We will make sure that we have it. We'll talk about that first next week. Listen, guys, we've missed you the last couple of weeks. Jason, I missed you. We're back and we will see you next week. Same place, same time. Don't forget to Google One-Eyed Man by Irene.
I'm on it right now.
By Irene Reed. And
I'm on it right now.
Let's get ready for Juneteenth, the whole month. It's our month. We don't just have February. June is our month as well. Love you guys. Thanks for stopping by. And we will see you guys next week. Aren't you just a little ray of pitch black? I know that's right. I'm going to figure out how to use that. Look at the cracker.
Oh, fantastic.